Okay, today I'm going to have you guys graph the history of crude oil prices from 1945 until the projected years in 2020. The first thing we need to keep in mind when creating our graph is it's really important to take our time in setting it up, and we need to make sure we're writing as neatly and clearly as possible. Something that I used to create my graph for this example is I made sure I used a ruler, which can be found near the Kleenexes, to create both the X and the Y axis. I also then used a fine tip marker to mark these lines, and so they would stand out. So after you draw the Y and the X axis, you need to label the X axis years and the Y axis price in dollars. If you look down here, you'll see how I'm then counting and marking my X axis. So I'm starting in 1945, I'm skipping one line, and then the second line right here is 1950. I skip a line, the second one right here would be 1955, and so on. This left axis, I'm going from 0 to 10 to 20, all the way up to $120. Eventually you will create a graph that will look like this, where you'll have a series of dots. And after you do that, you'll need to go through and you'll need to connect the dots. You'll need to make sure you have a title, once again that your years and the price are marked. What I would then encourage you to do is to go back to OneNote. There's a couple discussion questions that I need you to respond to on the back of this piece of paper. And there's also explanation of the expectation of what to do when you think that you are done. If you have any questions, make sure you go through and read OneNote. Talk to the people at your table. If you do need Mr. Patterson's help, make sure you raise your hand, wait at least 30 seconds before you say your name.